More than 600 surviving members of the Palestine Liberation Organization's main representative body arrived for its first full meeting in 22 years. An attempt to revitalize an aging organization, according to some, to democratize it. But with the Palestinian president, Mahmoud Abbas, hand-picking new members, how democratic could it really be?
It's a step in the direction of, again, re-legitimizing, revitalizing our institutions. I really think we should strengthen the PLO, not weaken it. I believe we should take decisions pertaining to the interim phase that we're in, pertaining to the challenges we're facing, including the so-called Trump deal.
This opening session was dominated by the Palestinian president's freewheeling near 2-hour speech, heavy on history, light on policy. The emphasis was on the vital importance of the PLO's role in the face of Israeli aggression and in advance of the publication of Donald Trump's peace plan.
If this council is harmed, then the Palestinian dream is seriously harmed. Therefore, we were very determined to create this session, and we were hoping that everybody who wanted the future of Palestine and the Palestinian people, we wished them to be here, but they unfortunately preferred to be abroad.
But this meeting is as much about process as policy, putting the right people in place, transferring powers from this national council to a smaller body more closely aligned with Abbas.
The important thing is that a delegation of authority from the National Council to Central Council. So if anything happens to Abu Mazen, if he wants to quit, if something happens, there is this Central Council who can actually act as the legislator of the PLO and can elect a new president.
One challenge to such legitimacy, the continued split with Hamas in Gaza in the midst of the bloody protests of recent weeks. Abbas recommended children be kept away from the Gaza border and Israeli sniper fire. Near the beginning of Mahmoud Abbas's speech was a declaration that there could be no Palestinian state without Gaza being part of it. But efforts to reconcile his Fatah faction with Hamas, which controls Gaza, have faltered so badly that to call them efforts really does stretch a point at this stage. And there is no Hamas representation here at this meeting. From Gaza, Hamas's leader delivered a preemptive denunciation of the PNC meeting.
Hamas confirms that any council that doesn't carry the unification idea of the Palestinian ranks is a council that never expresses the whole of the Palestinians. It is a council that hits the unity of our people and hits the organization and its legitimacy and its representation over all Palestinians.
The real work of this meeting begins now as Mahmoud Abbas tries to solidify his power and ensure continued backing for his policies. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Ramallah.